Hi there, welcome to the channel. I'm Mark Hughes and you're watching Gaming Ludology. Today we'll be looking at 15 obscure facts about the gaming industry you probably didn't know about. Number 1. There is a gene in the human body named after Sonic the Hedgehog. The Sonic the Hedgehog gene, or SSH for short, is a member of the hedgehog gene family which contains 5 variations of DNA sequence alterations, otherwise known as splice variants. The gene was named Sonic by Harvard researcher Cliff Tabin. This was due to the fact that 2 previous gene family members had been named Indian and Desert Hedgehog based on the way fruit flies looked when these genes were mutated. Number 2. Shigeru Miyamoto is not allowed to cycle to work. Shigeru Miyamoto, the brains behind Super Mario Bros., Donkey Kong, as well as The Legend of Zelda and many other of Nintendo's top franchises, is not allowed to cycle to work. While the 68-year-old used to jump on the old push bike to reach the office, Nintendo decided that his safety was too important to the company to soon drop the hammer on Shigeru's 2-wheeled adventures either side of his workday. These days he takes the safer 4-wheeled approach when it comes to getting to work. Number 3. Got the job. The main reason Miyamoto managed to get an interview with Nintendo was because his dad knew someone who already worked there. Through this mutual friend of his father, Shigeru was able to snag an interview with the then Nintendo president Hiroshi Yamauchi. After showcasing some of the toys that he had created, Miyamoto was hired as an apprentice in the planning department in 1977. Miyamoto was to become Nintendo's first artist and, as mentioned previously, would go on to create some of Nintendo's most iconic characters. Number 4. Link's design was based off Peter Pan. According to an interview with Shigeru Miyamoto, Link, who I'm sure you all know is the main protagonist from the game The Legend of Zelda, yes, that's right, the main character. That dude with the yellow hair and the green hat is called Link. Not Zelda, Zelda is the princess. Anyway, now that that's cleared up, his design, according to Miyamoto, was based off of Disney's interpretation of Peter Pan from their film from 1953 of the same name. The team came up with the idea of giving Link long ears and a green hat resembling that of an elf. The thought was that at that time, those characteristics made you think of Peter Pan. That, paired with the fact that Miyamoto was a big fan of Disney, meant the team ended up taking inspiration from the character, allowing Takashi Tezuka to create the iconic final design we all know and love today. Number 5. Paying homage. In 1998, for one day, the city of Topeka in the United States of America renamed itself to Topekachu in honor of the release of Pokemon Red and Blue in the US. Number 6. Arcade processing power. The classic insert coin game Space Invaders, found in arcades around the world, was originally developed so that all the enemies moved at the same speed. However, as players destroyed the alien invaders, the computer had fewer objects to draw. This freed up processing power, allowing the machines to render objects faster. The result? As you destroy those pesky invaders, and there are fewer of them on the screen, they become faster and harder to hit, helping to create the difficulty curve that is well known in the game today. Number 7. Should have been an FPS. Gears of War, the smash hit that entered our lives on the Xbox 360 in 2006, was never intended to be a third-person over-the-shoulder shooter. In fact, it was originally intended to be a first-person shooter, but during development, Epic Games decided to switch to what we know now, as the team felt that it was a better experience for the player if they could see their character as they performed tasks throughout the game. Number 8. Virtual Pandemic. In 2005, a glitch took hold in the popular MMORPG World of Warcraft, which allowed a plague to spread in the game. It was known as the Corrupted Blood Incident. This virtual pandemic lasted for an entire week and was later studied by epidemiologists to see just how people would react to such an event in real life. I wonder if any of that study was used in our response to COVID-19 this year. Number 9. Superman, more like super busy. Talking about World of Warcraft, Henry Cavill, the man behind Superman in the movie Man of Steel, almost missed out on the role because he was too busy playing the game to take the phone call for the audition. On Conan O'Brien's late night talk show, Conan, Cavill deadpanned,
"I was playing World of Warcraft at the time, and I had my priorities straight."
It seems the actor was too busy in a WoW raid to chat about what is probably his most notorious role to date.
Absolutely, I'll get that later. And I was playing, it was an important part of a particular dungeon that I was going through.
10. Whistle and I'll come running. In Final Fantasy X, there is a scene where Tidus tries to teach Yuna how to whistle. Tidus says that if they were to ever become separated, all she had to do was whistle and he would come running. In Final Fantasy X-2, which was the first sequel to a mainline Final Fantasy game, you're able to return to the bridge in which this scene took place, where you can hear a faint whistle off in the distance. Number 11. Insert cartridge to reload. During the production of GoldenEye 007 for the Nintendo 64, developers toyed with the idea of making players unplug and reinsert their game cartridge every time they wanted to reload their weapon. Considering the game had a local multiplayer, I have no idea how they planned on implementing that. And as a little bonus fact for you, the entire 007 game came to a grand total of only 12 megabytes in size. Number 12. Last minute addition. The multiplayer mode in GoldenEye 007 was included as a last minute addition without the knowledge of either Rare or Nintendo. Well, I guess that answers the whole cartridge and multiplayer question. 13. That's a lot of land. As of 2020, the total surface area of the Minecraft world is over 4 billion square kilometres, or 2,485,484,768 square miles. The Earth has a surface area of 510.1 million square kilometres, or 316,961,445 square miles, meaning that Minecraft is over 7 times bigger than the entire world. Kudos to you, Minecraft, that's a lot of land. Number 14. Halo 4 comedy cameo. In Halo 4's level Shutdown, you can trigger some secret dialogue by standing next to 2 specific dock workers for a couple of minutes. The dialogue consists of audio from a spoof skit about 2 dock workers aboard a spaceship, which was recorded at 343 Studios, starring comedians Conan O'Brien and Andy Richter.
Just like, literally, I'm not talking wall to wall, but like 5 area rugs. Or some oriental rugs. And you know what? Suddenly it's a whole different vibe in here.
Right.
15. DJ Master Chief. Since the 1970s, Steve Downes, the voice actor who plays Master Chief in Xbox's flagship franchise Halo, has been a radio DJ. He has worked for several radio stations such as KWST, KEZY AM and KLSX, but is best known in the industry for his time spent working the evening drive at KLOS. On February 6, 2015, Downes announced that after 44 years in radio, he would retire to spend more time with his family. His final show on WDRV was March 9th, 2015. And with that, it's time to wrap up the video. That was 15 obscure facts about the game industry you probably didn't know about. If you did know any of these, be sure to let me know in the comments, and if you have any others, I'd love to hear those too. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you can stay up to date with all the upcoming content we have heading to the channel, or follow me on Twitter at Gaming Ludology.